Let's talk today about how to make a block quote in MLA format. A block quote is used when you are quoting 4 lines or more from the article or book that you're quoting, or 3 lines or more of poetry into your essay. Now, I always warn students you want to make sure that every paragraph is more your words than quoted words. So if you're using a block quote, you will want to make sure that your paragraph is a longer paragraph so that you're balancing that out. You also want to make sure that the words in the block quote are all necessary, that they are words you cannot paraphrase or put into your own words, but they need to be left in the author's original words. If you find that you can cut it down some, then see my video on ellipsis and brackets to help shorten that quote. If you're not able to shorten it, you need all of those words how they were originally said, then move forward with the block quote. You want to make sure that you introduce the quote with your own sentence, make it clear who these words come from, and then you're going to use a colon to lead into the block quote, which will then be removed down a line. You indent the entire quote 1 inch from the margin, and we don't use quotation marks around the block quote. The indentation shows that the whole thing is a quote, so it will not have quotation marks. It'll still be double spaced, and you will use an in-text citation. Here's an example. Seeing an example, I think, makes more sense than just hearing about it. Notice that there are no quotation marks. It is indented. There's still an in-text citation. And unlike a normal in-text citation, the period comes before the in-text citation in a block quote. Here's another example. In this example, I want you to see that the paragraph will continue after the block quote. I encourage you not to end a paragraph with a block quote, but instead to make sure that you've added sentences afterwards to show why that quote matters.